We're at the Largo Police Department today to introduce you to a very special telecommunicator who went above and beyond, quite possibly saved the life of a Largo resident, received a national award in Washington, D.C., and even got to meet the President of the United States.
My name is Tamika Greer, and I'm a telecommunicator for the Largo Police Department, and I've worked here for about 14 years. We had gotten a call from another police agency that's on the other coast, and they had a citizen call in that had been stopped by an elderly woman who was trying to get directions to make it home. She seemed disoriented, so they called their local agency, and when their deputies got out there, she had already left. But they did have her tag number and traced her tag back here to Largo. We'd been out to her house before, so we had a phone number, a cell phone number for her. So I called her to see, where she was, and she answered and was telling me that she was lost in the forest, and she couldn't tell me where she was. She didn't know what city. At some point, she told me she'd crashed her car, so she was walking and she didn't know where she was. I tried several times to get her to call 911, but she didn't really understand the whole concept of calling 911. So I got her to tell me who she paid her cell phone bill to. So I called her cell phone carrier and explained the situation to them, and they gave me her GPS coordinates. And she was still out on the other coast, and I called that agency so they could send somebody out to find her, and it turned out that she really had crashed her car, and she was in a wooded area up there that they didn't know how she had even gotten to. I think I was told they had to use the helicopter to try and narrow down where she was, but she was found and taken to the hospital. I don't really think of myself as a hero. I was doing what I've been trained to do, and what dispatchers do every day. We were invited to go to the White House during the signing for Carrie's Law, which has to do with being able to call 911 from any phone without having to dial 9 to get an outside line. They want every person that you talk to have the happy ending, and for her, I got the feedback that it was actually a happy ending, because a lot of times you don't hear that. You take the call and do what you need to do in that time frame and get them the help that they need, and then you move on to the next. So that one was really nice that we followed up and found out, yes, she actually survived.
Well, Tamika is just one example of the many City of Largo employees who are working hard every single day to make Largo your community of choice, naturally.